Today we're sharing with you the northern Tuscan walled city of Lucca.
So we're just at Lucca train station and we're just a 5-minute walk into one of the main gates that gets us into the city centre. So here's a tip. If you've just arrived at the station, go 2 minutes around the corner and you'll come to this fantastic cafe. It's a bookshop cafe. As you can see, it's closed at the moment because we are in the week leading up to Ferragosto. So a lot of our cafes are closed, so we can't take you there to them, but I'm sure we'll find plenty more. So check this one out. It's got great coffee, cornetti, and excellent toilets, so you can have your hit just before you get into the wall.
We've made it just into the wall now, as you would have seen as we passed through Piazza San Pietro. We're now heading down towards Piazza Napoleone, or also known as Piazza Grande. And being a Sunday, a lot of things are still closed until later this afternoon, so it'll be a lot quieter than usual. But here we go. So we're lucky that one of our favourite cafes inside the wall that we've been visiting for years is open today. So we're going to pop in and go get ourselves a coffee and a morning treat.
Absolutely. As Anthony said, we have been coming to Lucca and specifically this cafe for over 10 years now, thanks to my parents who introduced us to this fantastic city.
Salute.
It's good, as usual. So we've just finished our coffee and we're just heading into Piazza Grande, where it looks like there's a market on.
So we're now standing in Piazza Grande, which is one of Lucca's central piazzas, and during July it's actually used for the Lucca Summer Festival, which runs right through July and attracts a lot of big name artists. This year we had Kiss,
Robbie Williams,
Blur,
Sex Generation,
and in previous years we've had some big names as well. So it's a beautiful little spot, and during winter they set up the ice rink and Christmas markets here as well. We've made it into Piazza Cittadella, and as you can see, there's a statue behind me, and that is of Giacomo Puccini, the famous Italian opera composer that composed operas such as Madame Butterfly and Turandot. So this is actually his birthplace, which many people don't realise, and there are performances held right throughout the year here in Lucca. So when you do visit, be sure to check out one of the performances.
And this is another of our favourite cafes, Dianda. There are two inside the wall, so be sure to check them out. Coffee number 2. Just as good as coffee number 1.
So the street behind us that we just walked up is Via San Paolino, and it actually brings you up towards the bus station, which we'll show you very shortly. But we also just wanted to point out the information centre that is located here. There's one which we'll point out in a moment down on the wall and as well as up on the wall. So very useful, and they've both got free toilets to use as well. So very good stops if you're needing a toilet, because if you don't know, Italy is not very well known for accessibility of toilets unless you go into a bar or cafe. So there's a tip for you there. I'm now standing at the bus station here at the end of Victoria Emanuel, and one of the things that we like to do when we do visit is get the bus if we're coming from Florence, because it's faster. It's only taking 60 minutes versus about a 90-minute train ride, and it's also much more affordable. And us as budget travellers, we like to take a bargain whenever we can. So you can actually get a Carnet ticket if there's 4 trips for the price of 3. So make sure you ask for that at the bus station itself. You can't buy it electronically. So it will give you 4 trips for the price of 3. So if there's 2 of you, you can basically do a return trip together for the price of 3 trips. So you save about €6.80, roughly comes to there as well. There's another tip there for you.
If you are driving into Lucca, just make sure you don't go past these signs.
You get a nasty surprise when you get home.
These are very popular. We see loads of them being written all around the wall and inside the wall. Great for families, so jump on one if you want to. Being a lover of books, I always get excited when I find bookstores in the places that I visit. And here's one here.
We made it into Piazza del Duomo, and behind us is Lucca's largest cathedral, the Basilica of San Martino.
This is by far the busiest street of Lucca, and there's a reason for it. It's where all the shops are. So now we are up on the infamous wall of Lucca. It's a wall that surrounds the city centre that is 4.2 kilometres long, I think, and everyone can walk on it, ride their bikes on it, walk their dogs on it, and that's what we're going to do now.
I'm now standing just in front of Baluardo San Martino. Now, a baluardo in English is a bastion, and there's 11 of these located all around the wall of Lucca. And what's fantastic is that a lot of them are still open for the public to access, and you can actually walk through them to get to the outside of the wall as well. And throughout the year, they're also used for different events, from classical music to art displays and the like. And hopefully, I'll be able to take you through a couple of our favorites later on today. There is definitely no shortage of places to hire a bike here in Lucca, as you can see. I'm now standing here in Piazza Santa Maria, and just behind me is Porta Santa Maria, one of the other main entrances into Lucca. We've just re-entered via Falungo from the other side where Santa Maria is. So we'll be approaching this way and heading towards the amphitheatre.
It's just about lunchtime, so we are heading to one of the local supermarkets inside the wall. There are a plethora of supermarkets outside the wall, but this is the one that we go to if we need any of the essentials. It's nice and close, and it's inside the wall. So we've just got some focaccia and we're going to find somewhere where we can enjoy it. During the summer months here at Villa Bottini, they have the summer outdoor cinemas. We've been a couple of times. As we've mentioned, there is always something going on in Lucca, whether it be a Puccini opera, the summer music festival, outdoor cinemas, and in October, if you're planning on visiting, just be mindful because either at the end of October, start of November, there is the comic festival event on, and Lucca sees about 40,000 people coming into the city centre each day over that period.
And accommodation prices are insanely expensive, so don't get a massive price shock if you look at the end of October, early November, and prices are about triple to what they would normally be. That's because the 40,000 people that are visiting each day.
It's a fantastic event to see and be a part of, but just keep that in mind if you are planning to come in that month.
Continuing our walk around the wall, we've just arrived at Baluardo San Paolino, another one of the bastions which I want to take you through, so come with me. I'm on the wall here standing just above Baluardo Santa Croce, which is one of our favourite bastions we've referenced earlier today. And I'll be taking you for a quick walk through there very shortly. But while I'm here, I just wanted to also point out Trattoria di Giulio, which is a restaurant that we've been to many times during visits to Lucca. Definitely worthwhile checking out, beautiful food. And during the summer, you can dine down there in the actual Baluardo itself. So definitely worthwhile checking out your next visit to Lucca. So we've had quite a big walk so far today, so we're just now going to go and chill out somewhere in some shade and then come back out in a few hours and see what it's like as the sun goes down.
So it's about 7:30 and we've had a little rest and we're just about to walk around and see what's happening on a Sunday evening.
We're heading back up to the wall now because one of the most beautiful things here in Lucca is as the sun sets, the colours are amazing.
We hope you've enjoyed our Sunday stroll through Lucca. We think it's a fantastic place to visit and we highly recommend it for anyone heading this way. And seeing as we have been coming here for so many years, if you have any questions, feel free to drop us a line in the comments below and make sure you like and subscribe to keep up to date with our future adventures in Lucca, Italy and all around the world.
And until next time, keep exploring.
Bye!